What is going on, people? We are Tottenham TV and we have the live FA Cup draw to bring to you tonight. And we thought, because it's the FA Cup, because we love the FA Cup so much, we wanted to bring on someone who loves the FA Cup just as much as the next person. And we've got Brian Daigle with us today with the live FA Cup draw. Brian, the FA Cup is very close to your heart. Are you hoping for a good draw today? Oh, and he's gone. Just as we were getting underway, Brian has frozen. We'll try and get him back as soon as possible. But the draw is set to kick off any moment now. I think there is currently, I can see adverts on TNT Sport, and we will bring the draw to you live here on We Are Tottenham TV. We'll go through who Tottenham are going to get and who everyone are going to get. Hopefully, we get a kind draw. We're crashed out of the Carabao Cup after getting drawn to Newcastle and St James's early on. So hopefully we can last longer this time round. We haven't made an FA Cup semi-final, I think, since 2018. So it's been a long time since we did anything in the FA Cup. We need to... This is our only really realistic opportunity of winning a trophy this season. So I think a lot of our hopes are pinning on this FA Cup. Spurs, by the way, look out for number 39. That is the number Tottenham will be tonight in tonight's draw. There are some teams such as Weston-super-Mare who are in tonight's draw. They're number 49. Fleetwood Town are number 54. Potentially Brackley Town, if they beat Burton tonight, number 58. Some of the big names: Arsenal, number 2. Chelsea, number 11. Liverpool, 21. Man City, 22. Man United, 23. So some big numbers there. The draw is about to kick off, it looks like. Let's get Brian back on. Brian!
I have no idea what happened there. I don't know if
your excitement crashed the stream.
All I was saying, brother, is when it comes to getting a good draw, let's face it, you and I were together. We got a brilliant result on Saturday. Let's hope this duo can do it again. It's like I was saying to you backstage, it's one of those things, like seeing the Coca-Cola advert. You know it's Christmas time when the FA Cup third round draw comes. It's a wonderful day in the calendar for old schoolers like myself, and very excited for this draw.
All right, we are about to kick off the FA Cup draw. They're just going through the process at the moment. The balls are there. Peter Crouch and Joe Cole ready to start picking them out. Is there anyone you got your eye on, Brian? Is there anyone you're looking at thinking a nice away tie, maybe to Weston-super-Mare, or a home tie to someone? What are you thinking? Would you like a nice, easy tie, or you want to get the difficult teams out of the way first?
Well, put it this way. I'm going to be here for the FA Cup third round draw. And I was saying to Isaac and Noah yesterday, if we can get a good draw at home, I'll try and take them to a game so we can go together. So I'm hoping for a nice League One, League Two, non-league home game where getting tickets can be quite simple, or hopefully simple, so I can take my nephews to their first game with me. So that's what I'd rather. We'll see what happens.
How does an away tie to Boreham Wood sound?
That would be great. That would be a lovely little local thing. But yeah, listen, it's just about avoiding. I mean, a team outside the Premier League, I really don't want to get is Coventry.
Quick prediction: the balls are now in the bowl. They're ready to be picked. Quick prediction for the draw. Go on.
You know what? I'm gonna say home to Preston because of Alfie Devine.
Home
to Preston. I think we'll get. And they're high flying in the Championship.
I am feeling a home tie to Stoke City. I'm feeling a home tie to Stoke City.
Jamie Donnelly and Ashley Phillips.
Come on, everyone in the chat. Put it in the chat. Let's go. We are underway in the draw. Number 43. Number 43 is Wolves.
What number were we?
39. We are number 39. 47. So Wolves at home to Shrewsbury Town is the first draw. Wolves are at home to Shrewsbury Town. 63, that is Doncaster. They're coming out thick and fast, these draws.
They are.
35 is Southampton.
Okay.
Doncaster at home to Southampton. Number 39, is that Tottenham?
Yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur, here we go.
Here we go.
Early
Here we go,
on.
nice and early.
All right, Peter Crouch is about to draw out the number 3.
Oh, God.
Villa! We're at home to Aston Villa in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. I can't believe it. We've got a tough draw straight away. Tottenham at home to Aston Villa.
You
Oh my
watch
God.
Arsenal, you watch Arsenal get a non-league team now. You
Port
watch it.
Vale are just being drawn to number 54, Fleetwood Town. That's an easy draw. Aston Villa at home. Can you believe it?
Well, if you're gonna win the tournament, you've got to beat the best.
31 is Preston. They're at home to 53. That is Wigan.
Aston Villa at
Aston
home.
Villa straight
Unbelievable.
away. The most informed team in the Premier League. A team who are currently in the title race, people are arguing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Aston Villa at home. Number 10, that is Charlton. No, it's Ipswich. I got that wrong. Ipswich. 59. Blackpool. Ipswich are home to Blackpool. A lot of the big uns still yet to come out.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, I think we're the only Premier League team to be drawn out, are we? And Wolves.
Us and Villa. Us and Villa.
And Villa and Wolves.
Let's keep going. We got 44. That is Wrexham.
Well, that would have been a nice tie away, wouldn't it?
Obviously, Aston Villa are the team that knocked us out last season of the FA Cup.
Yeah, away.
So time to get some revenge. Wrexham versus Nottingham Forest. It's
Ooh, that's a nice
interesting
little
tie. That is a nice tie. That is all set for an upset, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wrexham at home to Nottingham Forest.
There's got to be some mouth-watering ties like that.
Number 10, this is Charlton. Number 11, Chelsea. Charlton at home to Chelsea. Lovely tie
London
for
derby.
Chelsea. And Chelsea fans will be happy with that.
Be delighted with that.
It's 22. Man City at home. Of course they are.
Oh, and Arsenal.
Man City, go on. Give it Arsenal. Give it Arsenal.
Number 1.
Number 61.
Oh, Jesus.
Exeter. Oh, for God's sakes. Exeter. We get Villa and they get Exeter. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So the longer the big
They
boys
always
stay
get-
in there, the longer the big boys have been left in there.
42
the more
is
chance
West
they've got
Ham.
together.
West Ham are at home. To 52, Milton Keynes. Oh no, Queen's Park Rangers. Oh, I missed all
that's a
that.
tasty
QPR
one.
32. So West Ham, QPR, that's a derby. That is a
That's
derby. West Ham at home to
that's a tasty
QPR.
one. That's a tasty one.
Police will be out in full force for that one. 34, Sheffield Wednesday. If they get 33, could be a Steel City derby here.
Could be.
It's number 6, Brentford. Sheffield Wednesday against Brentford. The likes of Western-super-Mare are still there. Boreham Wood are still there.
Yeah, so are Arsenal, Liverpool,
16
United.
is Fulham. Fulham are at home. To 24, Middlesbrough. Fulham at home to Middlesbrough.
That's a tasty one as well.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Number 15, Everton.
Oh.
They're at home. It could be Liverpool. They're out there. 37, Sunderland.
Oh,
Everton at
that's
home to
Everton.
Sunderland. They're all Premier League ties. So that's the second
Yep.
all Premier League tie we have. After Spurs versus Villa. 21, Liverpool. Here we go. Liverpool
Oh,
are at
come on.
home.
Come on.
Liverpool are at home. To 50, Barnsley. I
Barnsley
remember
did
there was
beat
a,
them in
I
the
was about to say there was a famous upset, wasn't there? Barnsley beat them
Yep. In the Premier League, yeah.
back in 2008. Number 9 is Burnley. Burnley at home. To 25 is Millwall. Millwall. Two firms clashing.
Damn right. Millwall are flying at the moment. I didn't realise they're third.
27 is Norwich. Against 60, which is Walsall. We can skip over that one. That's not a TV fixture, I don't think so. Norwich at home to Walsall. Number 30 is Portsmouth. And number 2, that's Arsenal.
Are you
Arsenal
joking?
away at Portsmouth. Yang Min Hyuk needs to save the day for us. We need
Damn
him on
right.
top form. Come on, Yang. Yang
They-
up against Arsenal.
They are
14
Arsenal
is
have lost-
Derby. Yeah.
Arsenal have lost to Wrexham in the third round. I mean, this was years ago. This was 1990, but
Derby.
could there be a third round knockout?
Ooh, Derby against Leeds. That's a tasty one. That is a derby, isn't it? Isn't that some sort of derby
That's Brian
back in the
Clough
day?
territory.
That's Brian Clough derby.
territory.
Number 30 is no, not 30. Swansea. Is it 20? No, I didn't. I missed it. It's 20. Swansea is against West Brom. Swansea at home to West Brom. 2 championship teams. So Arsenal get Portsmouth away. 55 is Salford City. Oh, could they get Man United?
Good day.
48 is Swindon.
No, is the answer.
No, they can't get Man United. Number 51 is Bournemouth, have a home tie. Could they be seeing a Premier League team? Here we go.
Be great
Against
for them.
58. Oh, wow. They're playing Brackley Town or Burton at home. What an unbelievable tie that is. What an unbelievable tie that is. One of them is going to be making it to the 4th round.
Right.
They're booing in the studio there. They're not happy. They wanted a big Premier League tie.
Of course.
I love that. Absolutely love that. Bournemouth at home to Brackley Town. Or Burton Albion, that is. Next
Would you say
one.
Aston Villa is the tie of the round so far?
I think so. I would say so. 45 is Macclesfield. No, Grimsby. Grimsby's 46, sorry. Against 49, which is Western Supermare. They're away at Grimsby. Grimsby obviously knocking Man United out the Carabao.
Yeah, true.
And here you got Western Supermare.
Still quite a few Premier League teams in there, isn't there?
30, we got Hull City. Hull City is 17 against number 5, Blackburn Rovers. Hull versus Blackburn. There's still quite a few teams at Brighton, Man United. 26, that is Newcastle at St James's. Big tie for someone.
Has Sunderland been drawn
And
yet?
number 1 is Bournemouth. Sunderland have been drawn.
That's
So
another Premier
Newcastle
League
at home
team.
to Bournemouth. That's another all Premier League tie. That's the 3rd one we've had. Sunderland at home to Bournemouth.
That's a good game, actually. That's a
52.
good game.
52's Milton Keynes is number 29, Oxford. Milton Keynes versus Oxford. So we've still got Brighton, Palace, Man United as the 3 Premier League teams are out. 62 is Cheltenham. So only 3 Premier League teams to go. Versus 20, which is Leicester. Cheltenham versus Leicester. Number 52, I think, is Cambridge. 57 it was. Number 4, that is Birmingham. Cambridge at home to Birmingham. Not many great ties left.
Not really.
Number 8 is Bristol City. They're at home to number 40, Watford. Bristol City versus Watford. Not long now. About 8 teams left. Number 36 is Stoke. They're at home to number 12, which is Coventry. Stoke at home to Coventry.
High-flying Frank Lampard.
Absolutely killing the championship right now. Number 46, not 46, 40 is Macclesfield Town, 45. Number 13 is Palace. Macclesfield at home to Palace. So the only Premier League team Man United can face now Brighton. There's Brighton, Man United, Sheffield United and Mansfield left. Number 23, that is Man United. They're at home, of course.
Oh, Brighton.
Are they going to get number 7? Number 7, Brighton. Man United, another. That's the 4th all Premier League tie.
Yep.
And then Sheffield United will be playing Mansfield. That's going to be 33, Sheffield United at home to Mansfield. All right, so we have the draw. Brian.
We do.
Spurs take on Aston Villa at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the third round of the FA Cup. Revenge, hopefully, on the menu for the team that knocked us out the FA Cup last season. I think it was in the fourth round they knocked us out. It was just after we got battered by Liverpool in the Carabao last season. We were in the midst of our injury crisis, and they took full advantage. Kinski made that mistake, and we ended up losing the game 2-1. For you, playing a team like Aston Villa, at the moment, obviously high flying. We'll have to see what kind of form they're in come January and what form we're in. Obviously, our home form has been terrible so far this season. Are you happy with a home draw, considering our home form, or would you rather an away draw?
I'd always rather a home draw, I think. But I will say, what a way to start 2026 and get the home form off and running onto a good start than a FA Cup win against a big club. And let's face it, they beat us at White Hart Lane this year as well. I was doing the watch along with Iggy. A game I think we should have got at least a draw out of. There's some revenge to get for the FA Cup exit, the 2-1 defeat this season. It's a big game. Who knows? I mean, have they said where the week commencing the fixtures will take place?
I think 7th of January, I believe. Yeah, no, the weekend of the 9th of Jan.
All right, so that gives Enoch and Frank 9 days to get a quality player in of some sort as well. Hopefully have some injuries back. Yeah, let's go to 2026 full of confidence and get this home record back to where it should be, like the last season of the Lane. And let's get off to a great January, and winning an FA Cup against Aston Villa will be fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, as you say, it's definitely the tie of the round in terms of two good Premier League teams meeting each other. So it's definitely going to be a TV fixture, that's for sure. In terms of facing Aston Villa's, Unai Emery's Aston Villa, Emery is a very good cup manager, isn't he? And he's got a very good record, especially in European cups. But, he just has this knack of one-off games and being able to get through ties, doesn't he? So it's got to be a bit of a worry, hasn't it, going into this game?
Yeah, you have got to look at that. I think he's a fantastic manager. I really think he's a phenomenal manager. I think he's very underrated as well. Obviously, he had his bad stint at Arsenal. But you know what? You go into this, we don't know what shape his form is his team are going to be in. And do they lose any players to AFCON?
They, maybe Onana? Amadou Onana? No, he's Belgian.
Right. Is there anyone?
Can't think of anyone in the chat. Do they know? Are they going to lose anyone to AFCON? Let me look at their squad.
Yeah, and also the way they're going in the Premier League, do they see this as an opportunity to rest players? I hope to God Spurs don't, and Spurs go full strength and tackle this effort. This used to be our cup. This should be our cup. We have so much history around it. This cup needs to be displayed back and held aloft at White Hart Lane again. And parades like we saw last summer. I
don't see any players that they would be losing, to be honest. So look, I think we're obviously losing Sarr. Kudus is not, because he didn't qualify for the AFCON. But obviously, this is really our only realistic chance of a trophy, isn't it, this season, if we're being honest? Obviously, we are in the Champions League. Premier League's obviously way too far away now, and we were never in that. But obviously, Champions League don't really expect us to win that. So if we're going to get any sort of glory this season, this is really the only avenue. So it's not a great way to start the draw. But then again, you beat Villa at home. You knock out one of the big boys essentially in the draw, and that gives you confidence that you can beat anyone. And maybe, as you say, come January, if they're still like fighting near the top of the league, they've also got the Europa League as well, as much as we got Champions League. But will they look at this game and think, should we rest players? Is it on top of their priority list, where Europa and Premier League are probably high on their priority list? Let's hope Frank prioritises this competition.
Absolutely spot on. And you look at it, should we beat a Villa? As we mentioned, I think there's another 4 all Premier League draw title. Is it 4 including us or 5 including us?
4, I believe 4 including us.
Okay, so there's guaranteed another 3 Premier League teams going out. So that'll be 4 Premier League teams out. Plus, if there's any slip-ups in any of the other games. So you'd go into that next round with a lot of confidence if you get past the Villa, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's Man United, Brighton, Newcastle versus Bournemouth. There is Everton versus Sunderland, and that's us, and then Tottenham versus Aston Villa. So that's 4 all Premier League ties. in terms of the big boys, City drawn at home to Exeter, Arsenal drawn at home away to Portsmouth, Liverpool drawn at home to Barnsley. So you expect all of the Newcastle. So we do really expect all the big boys to be plain sailing into the next round, don't you?
You would say, apart from Liverpool right now, because God knows what kind of mess they're in. I mean, Liverpool, you just don't know at the moment, but you'd imagine they would. But I was about to say, if there's one that could possibly slip up, I would say Liverpool.
Yeah, I agree. They're so unpredictable at the moment. But look, Aston Villa at home, it's going to be a real big tie. Look, Frank doesn't have a great record in the domestic cups, albeit he has been managing Brentford, so you have to caveat it with that. But I think this is an opportunity to show what he's all about in these competitions. I know the Carabao, we unfortunately crashed out early and we lost to Newcastle at St James's. That was obviously really disappointing. But hopefully the FA Cup can be a really good source of optimism for us. And I said from the beginning of the season, this is the competition I'm looking at this season, because I don't believe... I said I thought the Carabao was going to come too early for Frank. He's not really going to have his feet under the table just yet. And if we get a tough draw, I can see us going out early, and that is what happened. But come second half of the season, we're already showing signs, hopefully. I know it's only one game, but I'm hoping we're showing signs that we're proving we're getting our act together. And once that second half of the season comes, maybe we got a signing potentially coming in January. Who knows? If we can get someone in as well. Hopefully we're really getting going under Thomas Frank, and we'll really give this competition our best shot. And if we can make it through this tie, and obviously we'll see what happens in the Champions League, I think we'll get through the group. But if we do go out at some point in the knockouts, in let's say the last 16, then we might have the facilities to just concentrate on this competition and really give it a good go in the second half of the season.
Yeah, and as you know, Simeon, whenever we do these predictions at the beginning of the season, every single year I say about this cup, and that's not changing. And like I said, I actually do think we have a player in by this tie, whether it's the game changer or the high quality player. We think we'll bring in at least. Maybe it's too soon for that, but I think there will be an addition at least before that game, which will add to Frank's army, Frank's team. And I think that we have a chance, and I will always back Thomas Frank, as people know. And like you said, this time he's at an FA Cup. When he's been at Brentford, if anyone has turned around to you outside of Brentford fans and said, you know what, I fancy Brentford for the FA Cup.
Yeah.
It just don't happen because they're not expected to.
We beat them once in a semi-final of the Carabao under Frank when they had Frank.
That was during COVID, wasn't it? When it went into penalties. So I fully expect us to get through. I fully expect us to have a good run, and Frank to show that he can coach domestic football, domestic trophies. And like I said, to win this trophy would be absolutely incredible, not just for another trophy for Spurs, but for what this FA Cup represents when it comes to Tottenham Hotspur and what it stood for, and the teams that have gone on to win it. It would be brilliant to get number 9 in the cabinet.
I really hope he just understands the importance of this trophy. And I think other managers in previous years have maybe not taken it seriously and had other priorities and rested players. I mean, the amount of teams we've gone out, I know last year was Aston Villa, and to be fair, the year before was City. But before that, we've gone out to the likes of Sheffield United. We've gone out to the likes of Norwich, Middlesbrough. It's been really embarrassing, some of the teams we've just rested players and got out to when we really should be giving our all to go and win this competition. It's so massive. So I hope Frank takes it seriously and doesn't think of it as a lesser tournament that is not important for us. And look, last season, I know we lost to Villa last season, they knocked us out, but remember the team we played. We had Kinski in goal, we had Gray and Dancer, I think, at the back making his debut. We had Tell up front, we had Mikey Moore playing on right wing. So it was a real mishmash of teenagers and new players, and they also, the players that were playing were knackered as well because they we had no rotation options. So we're going to come into this game, hopefully, touch wood, I don't want to go too early, but touch wood, we come into this game in a much better state than we were last season, and hopefully we can really give Villa some revenge for knocking us out the FA Cup last season. But look, that is the draw. Let us know in the comment section your thoughts. Are we going to make it through this tie? Is it time to get revenge for Aston Villa knocking us out last season? Or are you worried that we're set for another early exit out of the FA Cup? I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below. That is the FA Cup draw. We're going to be back tomorrow with the live watch-along. Well, Brian will be back live with the live watch-along against Slavia Prague tomorrow with Stel in the studio. Me and Ben are going to be in the stadium to welcome Sonny home. But we'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you, Brian, for joining us and giving your time. We'll see you soon. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.